Just kidding, I'm not muted. I'm back, baby. Let's go! Holy. Thank you, Clara, for the resub. And Gordon, I think it was. And that other guy, whoever that is. Holy. We're back. We're back. Dude, what happened? Where did I go? Where did I go? No one knows. No one knows. Probably another excuse to not stream. That other guy. Alright, let's take a look at the chat. Let's take a little looky. Right. Well done. Overmorrow on getting first for some reason, even though Gonny was here before Overmorrow. Welcome in, Overmorrow. Thanks for the resub, Gonny. Welcome in, Gonny. Toast, hi. Welcome in again. That is, wow. Is it you that's been gone, or is it me that's been gone? Because, Little Rat Lord, welcome in. So close to first. Yes, you were. Mini Universe, you're going to be staying a little bit because you love Calic Live. Dashy, welcome in. Clara, welcome in. Thanks for the resub. Appreciate it. Back after like 3 years. Yep. I was confused over that. Yeah, I don't know. Hi. Me, I've been gone barely, right? I was gone for like what? It was like 2 weeks or something. Because I didn't stream for like 2 weeks before my trip. And then I went on a trip. And then I came back. Almost died on that trip. Twice. I was too excited for a stream. This guy didn't even remember to hit first. Hype train, chat. Have you been saving up any kind of subs for the Kelly live stream? I haven't been streaming in May. Now's your chance. Hype train, better time than ever. What do you mean? So that Gonny, thanks for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Who did it go through? It Jots. Who is that? Nobody know that guy. Not my fault. Maybe that's like my biggest fan. My fault. I have no idea, gang. It was 2 weeks, okay? What's up, Siren Sage? Welcome in. How are you doing, Siren Sage? How is everyone doing? Alright, any updates, any news? I almost died, but that's okay. That's a... Whoa! Dash! Ow! Thank you for the 10 gifted subs, Dashy. Holy shit. Damn. I'm seeing some familiar names in there. Well, that's nice. Dashy the GOAT. I think Dashy showing off the huge... Yeah, I was... Okay, I'm gonna be so serious. It's not even a joke anymore. I was looking at how Mini was the top gifter right now, and I was like, dude, that's not gonna last long. I mean, unless Mini wants to drop 5 subs for her favorite French streamer. Favorite streamer in general. Maybe. Like... You know, is there like a thing going on? No? Okay. Imagine almost dying couldn't be me. I mean, it wasn't my fault. So, yeah, you're probably asking why. Well, there was a car, and it almost hit me. But that's it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm broke. You could spare some change for a little old me. No, joking. Obviously, everything is optional. Casper loves Dunks55. Welcome in. That is, did you just get a sub? That's your first time chat? You just got a sub, and you're using my emotes. That's brilliant. Love that. Twitch is amazing. Welcome in, Gry. How you doing, Gry the German? Cloak, need to slime that driver. Yeah, for real. Dude, it was like, so they were trying to like overtake the person who was coming the opposite side of us as they went around a corner and they didn't see us. And they just like, instead of slowing down, which is the obvious thing to do, instead of slowing down, they sped up. And so if the driver of the car that I was in didn't slow down a little bit, we would have went fucking right into that car. Almost died. That was scary. There was a little whirring and a little fucking whatever. Was it a woman? You fucking bet it was. Wouldn't be a killer live stream without a little bit of sexism. Am I right, chat? 75% of my chat being women. My fault. Happened to be last week. Drink. Oh, drink. I've got water right now because Europe is being being hit with the like biggest heat wave ever. If you ever felt hot, you haven't felt hot because you gotta show up to Europe, bro. We got shit going on over here. That's like that. We're living on the sun. Car that almost went flying off a hill. That's not even dangerous. Can I only stay like 10 minutes? Because I got a physics exam tomorrow, which I haven't studied for because I got a mental block from my math exam today. I'm dying. I don't know. To leave early, you have to do something in exchange, right? Law of equivalent exchange. You can't just show up to the stream and then disappear 10 minutes later because that's when I get Gonny to grab the cloak and kill you. So you want to see over here? Yeah, for real. What's the temperature? Yeah. I've been tanning. I'm a little bit tan. If a white boy can say so himself. If I'm even still considered a white boy. With all this tan I got going on. I gave you a sub? No, you didn't give me a sub. You resubbed. We still got a hype train going on. You want to contribute to that a little bit? What level we on? 3? Pfft. 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 Why don't we make that 3 a 6? And then make that 6 a 7? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, remember I was there with you. Yeah, Gonny was there. Same thing. It's not the same thing. Just gift like maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6, and 6, 7. Holy begging. Yeah, I need to get my one stream in and then disappear for a month. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. 31 isn't even that bad. Let me tell you something. Let me wait a minute before I tell you something. Don't clip that. Don't clip that, chat. It's only like 98. Yeah, but you need to remember the humidity. The humidity, the architecture, the structures, the insulation, the lack of AC. We're not built for it. We're not built for that. Global warming, not built for Europe. You know, we might just get right the fuck off this planet and leave. You know what I'm saying, G? Love how Kelly keeps losing our streak like a fucking loser. Why would you say that? I'm not losing anyone's. I still have streaks with everyone else. What's up, August? You gonna stay here today? You gonna actually watch the streams of the streamer of the Discord that you're in 24/7 permanently? You gonna watch a little bit of the stream? No. Fuck you. My fault. I didn't say that. It's not that bad, honestly. Clara, where are you? Because I'm gonna send Gonny. What the hell is that? Hopefully I didn't ban anyone. I accidentally opened a banning thing. I'm glad I didn't ban anyone. Oh, did the hype train end? Damn. And damn. Level 3, that's okay. 6 feels like 95 or 71%. Exactly. Exactly. Whose streaks are that? Germany, the fuck? Yeah, but you ain't ever been France. Right, it's not even real heat. I've been here more recently, at least. I haven't even been here more recently. I think Toast Buns has been here more recently than you. And that's fucking saying something, right? Do you know how many times Toast Buns has been in my chat? Maybe 3. Because American. And then be better at the heat. Okay. The fixing of the grammar in that sentence did not improve the clarity of what you were trying to convey, but I will say no. Because American. I saw a tweet that was like when Yankees trying to yank-splain European heat to us. it made me laugh so hard. You guys are love testing. What do you love testing? Gonny loves 23%. Okay, all right. Kelly loves Gry 81%. Wrong. Kelly loves Siren Sage 20%. Oof. Yeah, that's rough. I haven't gifted enough subs recently. Was Master Yoda here? Yeah, Master Yoda is here. What did I say? What I saw, bro. I made to keep heat in and are a piss take to get a season. Yeah. Yeah. So in America, they have what is called paper houses, where the big bad wolf can huff and puff and blow their house down. And so they have like zero. Like you know those videos where you see people like punch walls and it just breaks. Their hand just goes right through, or they fall into it and it does a thing. That doesn't happen in Europe, right? Because we have like real walls, right? This shit made out of brick. Okay, you guys literally live in paper mache wall versus brick on the heat, dude. We just keep on. I'm literally in an oven. Hope none of you have no sub because just got a ad. Of course I'm here. What do you take me for? Someone who doesn't watch my streams. Okay, thank you for the contribution, Toast Buns, saying just America. America. Toast Buns, are you half Mexican? Couldn't be mine house. My wall is exactly 1 meter of brick. 1 meter. Tornado goes through my area. We don't want brick flying around. Installation goes crazy though. We need to stretch. Oh, stretch. Wait, what did you say? I said, are you half Mexican? I just got to know. I'm playing Tomodachi at work. Have you made me yet? Or do I just like throw myself off a building? Yes, you are. You are half Mexican. No, wait. Say something Mexican. Tell us about your tacos. You measured? Holy. You haven't made me? I've made you in spirit. I've made you as much as you've been here, and that's 0. Hola numero uno. Okay, what are we playing? Uno or some shit? This guy pulling out fucking reverse, change color. Fortunate to live in a British house. Like I said, our walls are made to keep the heat in compared to an American paper house that has lots of lovely availability for ACs and isn't made to do shit. It's crazy that Americans are the guys that have the paper houses and then they're the ones that have the guns. Like, what? Did they just like spray through houses and just get everyone? That's probably how it works. I had a guy choose another girl over me after he told me he was falling in love with me. Been there, done that. I chose me to me side over a real girl. I've been here once. Once. Tosh, you gotta lock in, bro. Are you even a streamer anymore? Phantom's in the shop. Sooner or later, I'll be there too. Alright. Alright. Did I say I was gonna stream here today? Did I say I was gonna stream? I keep forgetting. I came back yesterday, right? Got AC installed since April. I thank my parents every day for it. Pure life streamer. Galaxy's one part Mexican. People and Ghost Taco. Marcel Lance, thanks for the resub. Welcome in. Yo, Fries, kill that guy. Fries, kill that guy now. Fries, go. Fries, do it. Okay. Well, I don't have mods. Alright, I pinned it. See, that's why I need mods. Guys, don't click that. Oh, that actually helped me delete it. It gave me quick access. Practical business. You put up poll today? Yeah, I did do that. Now, I love it here, Cal. Do you? Maybe I'll like later this year. This guy said later this year. Oh, wait, what did you say? Hold on. Let me save my rage until I fully understand the context. Well, you said not at the moment. I want monies. You're not a streamer at the moment. Maybe I will like later this year. Yeah, but what does that mean? That mean you're gonna stream like once? That doesn't count. That doesn't make you a streamer. You need to like clock the fuck in. You know? Give me half your money. And I'll be your manager. Piss off. I don't lamps. How's it been? Mustang lamps. Mustang lamps. What the, who the fuck is on their desk? There? Did you just they them me? Lock in like you? Hey, I mean, at least I'm trying. I stream semi-consistently. Dude, I saw like an ad for like a streamer group recently and they were like, we only accept people with super strict stream schedules. And I was like, I'm low-key the best streamer in the world, but they would never accept me. Doesn't care how many followers I have. Doesn't matter how good I am at making content, how funny I am. No, none of that. If I don't stream consistently, not in the group. It's like, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, I guess. You should join them. What do I say? I'm like, guys, please let me in. Please, I can't even stream. 2 times. Toast, I'm gonna grab you by the neck. I'm gonna strangle you. My fault. Is that Nemu? Yeah, Nemu in the background and Artsy. Artsy's there because she asked to be, and I said yeah. I don't know. Nemu's there because she asked to be, and I said yeah. I don't know. The best streamer that never streams. Hey, I try to stream. To be fair, right? I'm glad that I've got you all here, right? While I've got you all here, because before I went on my trip, that you're all gonna blame me for not streaming or whatever, right? Before I went on that trip, I tried to stream, right? I tried to stream multiple times for 2 weeks, and no one was voting on the polls. So that was your guys' fault. I didn't stream for 2 weeks because of you guys. So you guys, you get all the blame. Say, please, guys, I need this. Just go, please, please. Oh, just go, please, please, please. Yeah, yeah. I'm not really a beg kind of person. I'm like super hot and goaded in it, mate. Yeah, I probably would say something exactly like that. And who? Artsy. Yeah, Artsy. Artsy Weeby or something. Can I join my group Rats Content Farm? If I'm joining a group that has someone's name in the title, it's gonna be my name. No, I'm joking. But also, you were joking. So we're all joking. I voted? No. I will slime them all, no worries. Thank you, Goni. Thank you. Just slime all over them. SM, what are you shaking your head for? Toast buns. I've been like working on low poly 3D models and learning it. Yo, fire. Practical business. And me for working. Yeah, 2 weeks ago I was super busy. Yeah, I think everyone was busy, and so I wasn't streaming. And so that, like, I was talking about how much I wanted to stream, and then you guys all got busy. So that was just unfortunate, right? But hey, at least, you know, I come back. I keep the Discord active. You guys, yeah, I'm sure you try your best. You know, I'm starting to add some stuff to Friesbot that might make the server more active, maybe a little bit more fun, a little bit more enjoyable for some of you guys when I'm not around. I do have another trip later in the year that I'm kind of worried about because it's a long trip. And I don't know what I'm going to do, so I might need to make some fucking TikTok videos so it keeps you guys tickled on your pickles for Calic Live content. Okay, Calic's content farm, that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. I want to make a group, and I just want to manage it. I don't want to lead it. I got plans, I got everything set up, ready to go. Except the people, got no one. But the thing is about picking people for a group or like streamer things and stuff is kind of hard to differentiate, or how it's hard to like tell people no. You know what I mean? There's some people who are streamers who are not fit for like certain roles here and there, and it's hard to like make a group about consistency and locking in when people like don't understand locking in and stuff. But I definitely have a few people in mind, and they know who they are. They know who they are. Of course, of course. How about just content farm? When gambling in Discord, are you excited for gambling, Dashi? Yeah, so I'm currently, right, my members system, my leveling up system has kind of all been legacy, and so I've just been working on it, fixing it up so that I can add more features to it. At the moment, I kind of have it all in one file, so that's not good. I need to split it up, make it nice and neat, and add more stuff, like gambling and games, and betting. I just want to sleep. You don't sleep during the gambling live stream. Unless you're sleeping to the gambling live stream, in which case you have earbuds in, eyes open, and you sleep like a fish with your eyes open. because Twitch has added facial recognition to make sure you're still watching the stream. They can get rid of bots, which they haven't, but they might as well have because this site is going to shit. And volume maxed, yes. I need to be able to like scream in your ear and you just immediately respond. Yeah, I kind of missed out on the Subnautica 2 hype, didn't I? That was kind of mid. But honestly, I thought it was going to be different. I don't know. I actually don't know if I'm going to play it. Because I thought it was going to be like Subnautica but better. But it's kind of just Subnautica again. You know? It's not Subnautica. It doesn't feel like a Subnautica 2. It feels like a Subnautica again. You know? I thought it was going to like look really nice. It was going to be like a new sort of experience, like Subnautica vibe and stuff. Because the last game came out a decade ago, man. But I thought that the new one was going to be like a 2026 looking game. But it's kind of just... It's more like a Subnautica mod, in a way. I haven't seen a ton of stuff, because I'm not deciding 100% if I'm going to play it. But, yeah, I don't know. I played the first one, and it didn't super impress me, because it was a 10-year-old game, and I thought that this one would be better because it was new. But it's kind of just the game, but again. We'll see. Maybe when the full game comes out, however much content they add to that, I'll go for that. Gambling a lot as well, practicing for when I turn 21 and can enter the casino. Eyes open? Yes, eyes open. You need to watch my streams. You also need to watch all my VODs. Oh my gosh, tuition on black. No, don't do that. Put it on red. When's the dual streams coming? Dual streams? What a freaky deaky is a dual streams? Who's this guy? Sorry. 20 good golly gosh to goodness months! Yeah. Hi, Nemu. Welcome in. Guys, this is Nemu. YouTube and Twitch at the same time? Okay. Streamers in the chat and people who understand what I'm talking about. I'm gonna make a very, very, like, hot take. I do not think multi-streaming is the key to success that all the streamers and VTubers on Twitter are making out to be. I genuinely think it's just growing on 2 different platforms at the same time. I don't get it. Streaming to multiple platforms is what you do when you're like someone who makes YouTube videos and has a following on YouTube, and you have also have a following on Twitch, or you're already a big streamer, right? And it's a lot of work to do dual streaming. I will never rule out dual streaming. I think maybe eventually I'll do it someday. But that day will be when I'm already making it, you know? But at that point, it's like, do I really need to? Yeah, hear me out, do it on TikTok. TikTok, it's kind of the same thing where, like, I don't think anyone is really on TikTok to find streamers. It's the same with YouTube a little bit. Like, I wouldn't even stream on YouTube in general, even if I wasn't streaming on Twitch. Because the average person on YouTube is someone who's going on YouTube to watch videos, you know? They're watching videos. Right? So when they see a streamer, honestly, when I see a streamer, I turn away. Like, I'm like, I didn't go on YouTube. If I want to find a streamer, I go on Twitch. What if I have a YouTube video, I go on YouTube. If I want to watch short form content, I go on TikTok. I don't even go on YouTube for short form content. Even though a lot of people do. Some people go on Instagram. Some people go on fucking Snapchat for some reason. And so streaming on TikTok, it's again where it's like I could probably do it. Maybe. Because I have the following that I have. And after like a few months of you know, of like being active, getting a lot of views from videos and stuff, like, yeah, I could probably do that. It wouldn't be like super duper helpful, and again, it's a lot of effort and stuff. But I would say keep TikTok for just short form, you know? When I think of TikTok Live, I think of those NPC people and I hate it. feel it might work for you. You won't get the numbers you get here, but people know you on TikTok. No, yeah. So it could work for me. I did try. No, I didn't really try. A couple times back in like 2021, I started a TikTok live with just an image that says that I was live on Twitch, and then I left my phone on mute while I streamed, and it like got a couple people over. Obviously, it'd be better if there was actually some gameplay. It's work that is unnecessary, right? There's a lot of things that people are doing, and here's another thing, right? I'm going full into this fucking shit, right? I'm so pissed because I see so many people on Twitter that are like, here's how to be a streamer. Here's how to be a VTuber in 10 minutes. Here's what you need to do, right? And you look at them, and they're not even like streamers themselves. Like, it's just random dons that are just saying shit, and they're like, I don't know, they have a friend or something, and a lot of these people, they're like, here's how I did this, here's how I did that. And then especially when they're giving advice that is like bad. I see a lot of people that are like, posting short form content is not as beneficial as you think, and here's why. And then they explain all the reasons why, and they show like, oh yeah, in my experience, I've posted this many short form content, and I didn't get that many views off it. And you look at their videos, and it's just shit. It's just like no offense, you know, everyone starts in their own way. I'm not trying to say that you can't make bad videos, but if you make bad videos and then you blame the site, you say you're shadow banned or some shit, like, I'm the biggest primest example of a motherfucker that can just get views on short form content and TikTok, because you might say, oh, it's your following, it's your this, it's your that, it's your blah blah blah. But last year, I made a brand new TikTok account and I posted completely different content, and it's doing better than most fucking VTubers I've seen ever. Right? I see VTubers who have posted like 200 million videos on TikTok, and they just do not get the views or the amount of followers that I got or the likes or whatever. It's not. It's about the content. It's about the videos. People don't actually know how to make content. That's the issue. And I saw someone that, like, I think Supid was following someone. I'm not trying to start beef with no one. I'm not trying to start beef with no one. Right? Who's this guy? Yeah, followed by Supid. I don't know. They made a post that was like, again, no beef. Okay, hot take. But finding your niche in VTubing is pointless. You're better off doing what everyone else does, React, ASMR, etc., then trying to come up with unique content. And the way that that was phrased, I was just like, I don't like this. I do not like this way of thinking. There's like some right to it, some wrong to it. I think that you should definitely stick to something that works, but I don't think hot take finding your niche in VTubing is pointless. I think that's ridiculous. And so then I responded with saying that quality matters most, and you can do pretty much anything if you're good at turning it into content, because that's the main thing. If you don't know how to turn something into content, people will just like make a video about something that they like, or make a video about whatever, and they'll post it, and then they get like 100 views, and they'll be like, oh, I'm shadow banned. And it's like, dude, your video is just shit. Yeah, there's you who's watching this? You didn't even think about who's watching this when you posted it. I don't know. Got a bit hot-headed there. Drink. Oh, I'll drink. I had to say it. I had to say it. Sorry, I haven't been reading chat for like a second. My shortest videos I watch on YouTube are 20 minutes, and longest hours of content. Yeah. Advice videos are like looking for gold in the sandbox, finding the fake you on TikTok. Yo, what's goody? Welcome in, welcome in. No, yeah. But like the amount of times I see someone complaining that they're shadow banned, or that it's unfair that these things, like, you put so much, like, people think that just because you put work into something means that it deserves to be like respected or treated well or whatever. Like, that something success is not proportional to how much work you put into it. How much work you put into it is a variable, it's a factor, but just because you put so much work into something doesn't mean that it's gonna be good. And so a lot of these people, they post a video that they spent like, I don't know, hours, whatever on, and it gets like a couple hundred views maybe on TikTok, and they're like, this doesn't work. It doesn't work. And then you look at me. I went on TikTok. I made a brand new TikTok account. And yeah, not all my videos do amazing. And that's because I've never made this kind of content before. And so I'm like working on what makes the videos work and what doesn't, this and that, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I posted a video, got like 1,000 views. Okay, posted another video, 100,000 views. Bam. Took me 2 videos to get 100,000 views. Easy. Right? Why? Because I know what I'm doing. Because I know what makes people laugh. I know what makes people stay. I know what makes people want to actually watch the video. A lot of people on TikTok, they make a video and they post it and they don't even think about the viewers that they're posting to, right? A lot of people, and this applies to a lot of people that are trying to be streamers, is I could take any of their videos and if they let me, I could break it down to the microsecond that they lost their viewer, to the microsecond that they didn't get a like, because it's so clear cut and simple. I look at my own videos and I'm like, yeah, this video didn't do well. Why? Oh, 2 seconds in, I did this. That's why. Easy. It's easy. And you apply that throughout the rest of the video. You think about who you're aiming at, what you're playing, what you're doing, what your fucking screen looks like. How many times are you keeping the viewer's attention? How many times are you actually, you know, allowing the viewer to experience what is going on the screen? A lot of people, they'll do something like, I don't know, they'll have gameplay, but what they're talking about is completely irrelevant to the gameplay, and so it's like you're just jumbling up what's going on in the viewer's head. They scroll, they don't even care. They don't care, right? Or it's the other way around, where they're so focused on like their VTuber model or something while they're playing a game, and the thing that they're doing is about the game, and it's like very simple, basic, obvious examples, but it's the kind of thing that you can just apply to so many different things. And like, yeah, the next video after that, you know, 80,000 views. And then after that, you know, 2,000 views. That's not good, right? 2,000 views is not good on TikTok. But what it is higher than a lot more VTubers and streamers that I see on TikTok. Another 2,000 views, another 2,000 views, another 2,000 views, 48,000 views, 58,000 views, 3,000 views, 6,000 views, 140,000 views. Like, you... It gets to a point where I'm like, I feel like I have some sort of qualification to say I know what I'm talking about when I can consistently hit that kind of number, right? Especially on top of the fact that I've got my TikTok account with 450 billion followers or whatever I got, and whenever I post a video, it's guaranteed, you know, at worst like 10,000 views. At best, I hit those 4.6 millis, but you know. We'll have to see when I get back to it. Tough. Tough as what? It is tough. Because I'm the GOAT. My issue, personally, is with self-discipline, and that's it. If I had good self-discipline, gang, I'd be the GOAT. And that's why, like, I talk a lot to you guys and some of my friends and stuff, if they let me, you know, about, like, my opinions on content and streaming and all that stuff. But I would never go out and be like, oh, here's what you need to do and make a video about it publicly to like Twitter or YouTube or something until I've actually made it like properly. Because I don't feel like there's like a certain amount of respect that I think someone needs to make those claims. And a lot of people, almost everyone I see on Twitter making the claims of how to be this or how to do that or what they should do this or what are people that, like, you look at their Twitch and they're like a 1,000 follower channel. They've been streaming for like 2 years and they get like, you know, 10 average viewers or something. And they're like, here's what you need to do. It's like, I'm not listening to this guy, man. And they get like, you know, and they post that. They get like, you know, 2,000 likes on Twitter. And they're like, look at me, I'm the GOAT. But it's like, you know, it's Twitter. You know, you say the buzzwords, you get the likes. Oh. Jesus Christ! Look at me yamble. Yamble? That's not a word. Video making takes practice. Like, look at old Markiplier videos. Yeah, looks like us, but now he's making a fucking movie. That's true. That's true. The thing is that there's a lot of stuff with that. Like, back in the day, you need to look at your competition. You know, back in the day, Markiplier, the videos that he were making were considered good. You know, he was providing content that didn't exist. That's why personally today I wouldn't really be a let's play YouTuber or streamer or VTuber. And so whenever I see a VTuber trying to be like a let's player where they upload their like I don't know their VODs or whatever, their edited VODs, like sure it can do all right. It can probably get like whatever, but it's not gonna like work like it did for Markiplier or Jacksepticeye or whatever. Um, until they're actually big as a streamer. You know, if you're big as a streamer, you're making let's plays, that's different. But if you're growing as a streamer, making let's plays, no one wants to watch that. Biggest sorry moment, like so honest, but like you just I don't get people who don't get it. I can't lie. Motherfuckers that will make a video and they won't realize that nobody wants to watch that. Nobody. And it's the harsh truth. One of my biggest like things that I tell myself that I would tell other streamers, right? That is like such a what's it called? Like a hot take or whatever, or something that you wouldn't say to people. That is like brutal honesty. Is that you need to make content assuming that nobody cares about you. And that's it. That's what you do every time you make a video, every time you're on the screen, you're talking, you're this, you're that, you're blah blah blah. You need to convince people to care about you. You need to assume that they don't give a fuck about you at all, and that's how you convince people, right? You don't assume that they know who you are. You don't assume that they have some sort of respect for you, that they're going to listen to what you say. You need to assume that if you don't convince them real quick, that they will scroll to the next person so quickly, they will forget about you instantly. They don't care about you. They don't care. And then you go on Twitter, you say that, you get downvoted somehow, even though Twitter doesn't have likes. And they'll be like, no, that's not nice. It's not nice to say that. Shut up. Keep streaming to 3 people. It's a business out here. It's a business. You need to clock in. You need to understand real human brain activity. Otherwise, you play video games to no one, and no one cares. Well, that was my one stream of the year. Oh shit. What's up, Lyrics? Welcome in. Did I already miss the hype train? Yeah, Mr. Hype Train gives me a sub without me paying. Damn. I'm joking. I plan to stream. I'm gonna try and stream as much as I possibly can the next month. Right? You got my word on that. As long as you guys are hitting those polls and be active on my server, help me out with fries and stuff. That's the big thing. That's why I'm asking people to be active, because I need more opinions on fries. I want to add some cool as fuck shit. $24 stream when? This is like one of the things that I'm struggling with. I kind of wish that I never proposed the idea for the 24-hour stream. You guys do deserve it, but I'm almost waiting. I'm almost waiting for like to be like a little bit bigger as a streamer. I'm pushing it as far as I can. But I don't know. I kind of think it would be really disappointing to do a 24-hour stream where I just stream for 24 hours and I don't know. People pop in and out, whatever. Push harder. I'm gonna push so hard a baby's gonna come out, bro. My hard-earned 24-hour stream. No, okay. I'll tell you one thing. You'll definitely get your 24-hour stream. The same way Mono will definitely get her horror game. Martin Lance will definitely get his Lord game. And my mother will definitely eventually be proud of me. I need this motherfucker to be more active. What, like as a streamer? I'm fully believing. No, yeah, I definitely will. And it is the thing is about the 24-hour stream is something that I think I would really enjoy if I set it up and I do whatever. I'm even coming up with like ideas. I'm like, what if I like made it a challenge, making something in 24 hours, or like playing something for 24 hours, you know, VR for 24 hours or something like that. just to make it a little bit more interesting. But I feel like if I did a 24-hour stream, like, I don't know, next week, then it would just be like a regular stream that where I stream for 24 hours and like no one gives a shit. Not even Martin Lamps would show up. I gave $75 for it. You're not getting your bold redeem. I'm sorry. Secret of the Mimic VR for 24 hours. We can't even keep it up. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to stream. Bitch, what? Surely there's something else I can do. Surely there's something else I can do. I don't even have the ability to make redeems. Oh, Twitch also added that bits power up thing. I want to find out what I can do with that. Maybe I can make some cool rewards with that. Toss Bonds, welcome back. This guy left when I was talking about streamers and came back when I stopped talking about streamers. This guy is just fully locked out of being a streamer. You give me bold at some point, I'd make it like a $10 billion redeem. Minecraft horror for 24 hours? That imply that I like sleep with the Minecraft horror going on? I was with a customer. You should be in my chat. You should tell your customer about me. You should hit the gritty. Never mind. Who was a streamer? Never met the guy. See, that Master Yoda chat right there is what every streamer needs to assume all of their viewers are thinking at all times. At all times. Right? That's why when I start a stream, every time I start a stream, I go back through the entire chat and say hi to everyone as if they're brand fucking new. I don't talk to strangers. You're gonna talk to strangers. Bruh. No sleep. I was thinking that. I was thinking maybe if I did the 24-hour stream and I just didn't sleep the whole time. I don't know. I need motivation for that. And when I say motivation, I mean money. JK. Unless. Oh, how many billions of dollars can I make in my lifetime? We're gonna have to find out. We're gonna have to find out. Can't spell Calic without money. Motivational titties? What? What about titties? I heard titties. I'm listening. Start saving up to with 1,000. Yeah, genuinely, I start with the thought I'm just some random motherfucker. That's a W. It's a W, little rat lord. Titties where? Titties where? That's what I'm saying. Where the titties at? Jack, clock in, clock in. We need to find the titties. Dude, I can't lie, boobs make me so happy, bro. I just gotta put it out there. I don't even give a fuck. Let me, I don't give a shit. I have to say what everyone's thinking. What did I join it? It's you. I haven't tuned in since like 2022. Well, welcome back. You haven't tuned in since 2020. Okay, let's look at your messages. Hi. Who are you? Okay, you have no messages. This guy tuned in right now. Wait. But you're not a first time chatter. Who the fuck are you? But you have been following since 2021. Damn. Vixie Laxy. You don't have any messages, no. Are you in my Discord? I was on that server you had back then. What, my Minecraft server? I have boobs on my chest. Anyone want them? I mean... Okay, maybe that's a bit too far. Minecraft one from years ago? Dude, no way. Dude, you know what you should do? You should join my Discord, start watching my streams, relive 2021 era. We'll do like COVID stuff again, you know, we'll make it feel like a real vibe. I'm sure you'll love it. I'm sure you didn't show up just to mention you haven't been here for years and disappear, right? Right? Not like that happens with everyone else that says they haven't tuned in years and disappears instantly. Type shit, yeah, sure. No way. Yo, someone throw the Discord in chat. No way. Where's the server? Yo, no way we're gonna go. We're gonna go pulling up. No, I'm here to stay, gang. Don't you worry. No way. No way, we just found a goat. A real living, breathing goat. It's can't be real. This can't be real. They're one in a trillion. Wait. What are you saying? What the to Toast? What are you saying that to? I want to draw it right now. What is drawing? Get the fuck in there. Get the fuck in there. Yo, this guy not joining. Guy did not join at all. Yo, that's GG. The Rose game, you draw other people's avatars. Legacy, you should draw me. Right? When was the last time I got fan art? When was the last time I got fan art? Oh, over a month ago. I'm feeling a little fan art dry. Chat, how am I supposed to know you love me if you haven't drawn me fan art in over a month? That's crazy. My character's so cool and sick to draw as well. I follow on my alt. That actually gets stream notice. Wait, you don't get stream notice on this one? Wait, no way, we just gotta go, bro. Next time my character's up, I will. You better screenshot that. You better screenshot it. Oh my god, chat, this is so exciting. Wait, so if you've been in before, alt enter the chat, welcome back. Wait, but you already followed. Wait. No, never mind. You just followed. Why didn't I get a thing for that? Why didn't it notify me of the follow? Okay, well, whatever. Brilioso. Wait, yeah. This guy's been followed since 2021 and has no chance in my Twitch, no chance in my Discord, no chance anywhere. This guy was a major lurker. 4 people came in, I'm gonna end it. This is my main account, the Vix, the taxi one, just one I have on my phone, just so I can get pings for like my friends' lives. Oh. Swear, I have chat. Do you remember, like, did you have a name? If it's over 2 years, I think it deletes it. Over 2 years, really? I did not know that. Huh. Do you remember, was there any significant interaction that you had with me, maybe, that I could recall? I feel bad. I feel bad when people come back and they're like, oh, I used to watch you or whatever. And I'm like, who the fuck are you, man? In Vixelaxy forever. Only through Minecraft, I think? Okay. When you say my server, do you mean like my SMP or my event? With 100 players. A 100-player event or like just like regular Minecraft? That is crazy though. The S&P, like the one with that shitty Walmart. Shitty Walmart. Okay, now I don't know what you're talking about. Now I'm even more confused. Shitty Walmart. Is anyone from those days remember a shitty Walmart? I don't. Shitty Walmart. But honestly, all my viewers now are like new. I'd be mistaken between two S&Ps, but I was 100% on yours. Huh. Okay. In the original one of mine, right? At some point, I created a big sphere of netherite. Do you recall that? Maybe. I think at another point there was a big statue of me. You're out here, OG. Wait, Moss, you're not. Oh yeah, you're through True, right? You're like semi OG, kind of. God damn. Oh wait, Legacy, you're OG as well. Yeah. Holy shit. Doesn't even say in years. Yeah, I should probably fix that. Like Bed was 24/7. That's all I remember. Damn. I mean, yeah. To be fair, I did used to play a lot of Bed Wars. This guy said step aside and only has 500 days. Finish cutting my hair. I'm sure it looks wonderful, Dashi. Pushing 1 year? Holy shit. I can't believe I've known Nemu for like a couple days. It's short, which is what I want. Oh, nice. Been here for 6 years. Wait, Goni, didn't you join? Did you start watching? Because, like, I was playing, wasn't it Roblox or something, and you were there? Was that you? Canceling my sub. Yo, chill. I actually need to go see. Sometimes I sub to people, and then, like, they're not sub to me anymore, so I cancel my sub on them. Should I send a photo so you can rate it? Yeah, sure. For show, gang. Let me see your cut, G. I don't know your birthday is. Oh, was it my birthday? Or I rated you? I think, yeah, I think I was playing Roblox. Yeah, something like that. Oh, let me just look at my subscription. Damn, you really look at Twitch's main page and you see a VTuber doing some random shit, bro. This motherfucker's dancing. Live your life, live your life. We got sub to Cam Cam. Is Cam Cam sub to me? Slash user Cam Cam pace 12 underscore. Cam Cam subbed. Previously subbed. Cancel subscription. BP. Is BP subbed? Okay, BP subbed. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Mini. Let's see. Yeah, but Mini doesn't stream. Cancel subscription. This is like money. This is like, hold on, how many? That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 8. Not one of them is me. That's 8. 8 times 5. That's $40 a month. That's crazy business. You don't have a job, you gotta save the. Yeah, I gotta save the money. Your best gift, yeah, it was. Gonny Loki the Gone. I don't know where you got Gonny from, Nemu, but I'm taking him. Many does stream? Not enough. They sub to me though. That depends if you'll sub to me. Alright, this is my like fucking best friend. But if he's not subbed to me, previously subbed, cancel subscription. Never. Let's see. He's on the moon. Okay, sub for 20 months. I guess I'll allow it. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, sub for 40 months. I'll allow it. Stupid. Now, this one, I actually don't know. I don't know when was the last time I saw Stupid in my chat. Previously subbed. Canceling subscription. Wait, does that happen if they, like, haven't been here to renew their sub? If they don't renew? So is it just that they haven't renewed yet? I'll remedy that shit? Yeah, that's crazy. Wait, is Millie sub to me? Yes, Millie sub to me. Millie's the goat. Millie the goat. You can check if someone has cancelled through the sheet you can download in your management. You can check if someone has cancelled? Really? I can download the sheet? Dude, that's crazy. Yo, where's my boy Vix that just joined? Wait, what just happened? Mouse? Mouse, like the gifted sub to Stupid. Yeah, but I don't want Stupid to be sub to me. Stupid doesn't want to be sub to me. Hold on. This random ego sending me Discord messages. Okay, let me see. Let's check. Where the fuck is my dashboard? There it is. Okay. Is it monetization, subscriptions? Subscription names? No. Where did you find this? Can't unsub. What's up, Vix? You gotta... I call you Vix, right? You in my Discord, you need to press the button. You need to get through the buttons. And then once you get through them, you can join. You can access the rest of the server. Bottom right table of your earnings paragraph. Dude, I don't know where my earnings shit is, man. Oh, I found it. Okay, view details, download my subscriber list. Okay. Stupid. Okay, how do I know if they... Oh, wait, but it's like... But they just go get to the subs, so it probably won't work. Look, you're gonna pull a 2020 me and luck because I'm playing Stardew. You want me ping me or some shit? Did you finish the server thing? Yeah, you did. Okay, radical. All right, as long as you don't disappear for a couple years, I'm good with that. You can luck all you want. Maybe throw a message in once in a while. That'd be appreciated. W. It'll tell you if it's a gift. Yeah, but they just got gifted. Moss just gifted. It's stupid. So right now, yeah, it says gift. Oh, it says gift and then it says false, but yeah, it says gift. Look at this big game. Yeah, you better not, bro. I can't wait to see you in more of my streams, gang. That it's not a reoccurring sub. Yeah, but they just got gifted. Like Moss just gifted right now. If they didn't have if they had a reoccurring sub, and then they didn't. Cal I said did. Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me take a look. See. Yo. Wait, you done that? You did that yourself? Dude, how does a motherfucker cut their own hair, bro? I don't get that. Dude, that's actually good. Practical business. Good shit, Dashi. You look amazing. You're hot. Wait, no. Wait, so do I unsub from Stupid? I'm lost. Did Stupid unsub from me? Do I need to kill Stupid? I'm at a loss. You can use my cloak. Not this month at least, bro. Next month? Okay, but if next month Stupid doesn't have a sub, I think Stupid just missed the sub period. Should I ask? Stupid, did you unsub from me? Or did you not reactivate your sub? And then I'm gonna do the... Because it's Stupid unsub from me. Dude, half of my emotes are emotes made by Stupid. That'd be crazy. That is war beginning business. I should just start shooting people, bruh. But yeah, no, I feel bad for my boy Alvi. He does stream a little bit now, but he's not subbed to me. So I'm not gonna be subbed to him. At a loss. I do the same shit with people that follow me. Let's see. Shy Lily not following me. Unfollow. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Go through my following list and just... Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Because they don't follow me. And I follow them. Resub? Who is this? Doesn't even stream? 400 followers? What? Man, get the fuck off my following list, bro. Who even is that? Okay, let's take a look. Following. What? Mind unfollowed from me? Oh, nah. Oh, nah. That's a little messed up. I'm gonna have a little problem with that. I'm gonna need that follow back. I'm gonna need that follow back. Maybe my thing's bugging. Mine of JGL, yeah, mine of JGL unfollowed me. Or, I don't know, maybe they will never follow me, but they have 70 messages in my chat. I'd imagine they were followed. One of these days, you need to show me how to add your bot. One of these days, I need to make it so that my bot is able to be added. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking, what, like, on Twitch? See, I'm your second GitHub follower, and I'm third. Well, my real name is leaked. Dude, I'm gonna find that shit so fast you don't even know. You don't even know. Oh wait, I already know it. Yeah, you're right. I'm an idiot. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm definitely I want to add a lot of statistic stuff. Um I'm planning to make a whole part of FriesBot that does just like statistic stuff and keeping track of messages and viewers and logging and this and that, blah blah blah, and having all that jazz, and then making it available to anyone who follows me. And yes, they must follow me. Okay, looks like everyone else follows me. So it's just Mind. Seems to hate me. No one's praising your name, gang. Why would Mind unfollow me? I'm like lost. Okay, but don't let it get to me. I'm a good streamer. I'm a good streamer. Kind of crazy. Shy literally doesn't follow me either. Wait, they responded. He'll be screaming your name. The clothes coming out. Wait, he's responding. He's responding. I'm so excited. Hey, on my mother, I didn't touch my Twitch following. Wait, did it get removed or something? What happened? I mean, to be fair, I think Twitch does do that. Like, they do just kind of remove people sometimes. They're like, bot. Now you mind for the refollow. I appreciate it. Let's not have that happen again. Not joking. So stupid. I don't know how that happened. Probably some random fucking Twitch stuff shit. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you're not even that active on Twitch in general. Maybe it just does stuff like that. Yeah, not coolio. I almost killed a man. You're lucky. You're lucky that you got that sorted out real quick. You just shout out mine. The guy that unfollowed me. I forgot that you guys could do that. Mama just killed a man. Damn, bro's got a whole GitHub. Hackathon 26? Okay. Bro got an empty repository. If you guys are curious about my repositories, because they're literally all private except for one, I think. I have the Fries bot, which is private, just because I don't want anyone to like critique my code, because I know it's shit. I have the Myoshi one. That's just for hosting the image that I don't even use on Myoshi. Not that you guys know what Myoshi is. Listen to that song today. Well done. Okay, I finished the drawing. Bear in mind, you get max 5 minutes, and I have to draw with a mouse because for some reason, Joy doesn't support Xbox. So please bear with me. It's gonna be bad when I screenshot it. That's fine. I'll take it. We don't need all this. I'm not even that active on it. Wait, Red, what do you want my bot for? I was probably looking at my GitHub. It's for school. Because it's funny. Uh, the other repository I have is for the Kelly Live SMP when I was making a mod for it, and I thought I was gonna add a lot more to it than I ended up adding. So, yeah, terrible. I should probably delete that one actually. And then CSS editor. Has anyone ever tried to do CSS to see who follows me? Oh, that's my extension that I made. So yeah, I can probably. I mean, I did give it to Supid. Supid actually never go back to me about whether it's been working for a while or whatever. I plan to make more stuff for it and then make it public to anyone who follows me. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know why Twitch doesn't have like an automatic shows you who's following you thing, so I made one, and then it also adds the Twitch buttons stuff. It worked good from when I asked when it was. When did you understand? But it's like it's kind of like it's almost gimmicky, but it also works as well. I forget that it's an extension sometimes. Hold on, I'll show you guys. I don't know how many of you guys know. Yeah, we're about to get like a little loop of me here. But these buttons are my extension. And so it basically just grabs whatever things they have and puts it there. And then it also goes straight to tracker. There's a button that just goes straight to someone's tracker. So I can go on like anyone's stream. And then I can instantly go to that tracker if I want to. Which is very useful for me. I like doing that. And then I also have the follows you thing, if you guys can see that right there. For everyone. And so when I just go through my following thing, I look, see like Shy Lily doesn't follow me, obviously. And then these guys, they'll follow me, blah blah blah. The only thing about the socials and stuff is that it's kind of gimmicky because it only works for some reason. Twitch and Discord doesn't have a way for you to see people's socials for some reason. There's no like API call to see what they put as their socials, and so I can only grab it through web scraping kind of things. And web scraping is typically banned, and so I try to avoid it. So when it's like on the page here, that's fine. I can do that. But when it isn't, so like you see Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. If I go like here, this page doesn't have this person's socials. And so it doesn't put it there, even though it is set to put it there, which is really annoying for me, personally. But if I go to the about, you can see that they appear because they're on this page. So it's kind of gimmicky. It's kind of annoying. I don't know if I'll be able to fix that because it's not something that's in my control. I don't know if I want to go into web scraping for something that I would want to release publicly at some point. Not that any of you guys know or care about what I'm talking about. A week ago? Damn. I care. Thank you, Goni. I care. Thank you, Ren. I do care. Thank you, Masiona. Yeah. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's not enough, there's not enough functionality on it for me to give it to people yet. Other than Stupid, which it was literally just a random conversation. And I was like, yeah, you can test it for me and see if it works well for you. But I wanted to do more stuff, which it doesn't. I'd almost want to connect it to Friesbot somehow. Or something. I don't know. I also don't know what the process is for making an official Chrome extension and making it available to anyone. I think it's kind of annoying. Literally starting everything you do. I don't know. Now you can have another. Yeah, I mean, right, if you want it. The other thing is that when I try to get it to Stupid, I thought it'd be simple as just giving her the zip. and then making her unzip it and then all that. But for some reason, when I gave her the JS file, her computer saw it as like a virus and was like, we are not gonna let you do anything to this file. So she wasn't able to delete it, she wasn't able to edit it or move it or anything. And so we had to work around the fact that for some reason she couldn't delete it. And I'm pretty sure to this day she still can't delete it. And it is like 100% not a virus, by the way. I could show you guys the code if that made anyone wary of my nefarious abilities as a programmer. But it's like, I don't know. I think it's because I didn't like sign it or whatever. Like it wasn't a proper program. It wasn't a proper executable or whatever. It was just like random code, and so her antivirus went off. Wait, hold on. I'll show you guys the shitty code, and I'll explain it all to you. Oh, like a little dev tutorial. It's really bad because it was just like I made it like in 1 hour or something. Where is it? Do I even have it? Where the fuck is it? Okay. Oh, dev stream, kind of shitty little whatever stream. I actually have no idea where I stored this thing. Is it 2025 calc extension? Yeah, there you go. Okay, let me avoid. Yeah, this is fine. Actually, I'm not sure if I should show the extension ID. I don't think that matters. Hold on, wait. Let me just. Radical. Okay. Let me show you guys. So you guys are not. You guys are convinced that I'm not like an evildoer of bad code stuff. So this is just JavaScript, right? And that's what Chrome extensions use. Because that's what Chrome uses. La di da di da. This is I have the authentication tokens because you need that for Twitch API calls and stuff. And I believe this is to set the user that is using it. And it starts as undefined because it reads it here, where I grab the file that I can't show you because it has the stuff that you're not allowed to look at. Which is authentication stuff. So if I gave that to you, theoretically, you could access my follower list, which is all that does. It's the only permission it allows. It grabs it and then it sets it to it, and blah 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 blah. It's a JSON apparently. This is a function that is used later. This is a function that is used later. This is a function that is used later. I'll explain them in a bit. This is a function that is used later. Blah 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 blah. Okay, well, okay. There's a lot more to this than I thought there was. Let me take a look. Right, so this is the main thing. It's basically an interval, right? And an interval is something that just runs as many times as you set it. So I've got it set to 100, which is, I believe, 100 milliseconds. So it just checks constantly. And then I have this function, find title names, which checks all the classes in the document by a class name that I manually went and found. So all of this text here is like, shut up, stupid. All of this text here is like the class names for stuff on Twitch, which I believe this is all obfuscated stuff. This is all obfuscated. So that's why it's like random text and stuff. And so that's why I've got main name title, page name title, blah, blah, blah. And so I did this so that I didn't have to write this text out every time I wanted to do the thing. And so finding title names is it just goes through and it checks if they're what I want. And so, for example, this one is it checks if it's a username. I think this is what checks if it is not a username. And then if it is, then it can find, because obviously usernames are clickable, so that means they are links. And then I replace the link, and that means I have the user's name. And so with the user's name, I can do the following check. And in the following check, this is getting the username in lowercase, and then Twitch API checking that everything is okay with the Twitch API, and setting it to false at first, just as a default. And then this is the API link to the official Twitch API, and then this is the calling thingy. This is the fetching. So this uses the client ID and the OAuth token, and it with the this, so it gets the username is in the URL, and so it sends it there. If I believe this is a fail, if it fails, it just logs the username because I don't know, whatever, it just failed. And if it works, also this checks if it's actually a user. So this first checks if the user exists, and then sorry, this is code I wrote like I don't know a year ago. And then this is the actual following check. And then if it's following, set the following to true. And then if it's a title, then title following text, which honestly these are named terribly. This is just setting, create element. So this is actually creating the element. See, it says follows you. Sets the ID, and it checks. So the thing on Twitch, because it's all obfuscated and stuff, and they all do weird stuff, I need to check if it's specific kinds of classes, because then they need like different things. So sometimes it looks weird. So to make it look nice, I need to add like a margin bottom of 3 pixels sometimes. And then if it's like window name title, which is like in the dashboard when you open someone's user profile, it shows like a see-through background thing. And so if it's see-through background, then I want it to be a different color. Because obviously if it's the same color as what I have it normally, then it would just be gray, which makes it look ugly. So I kind of made it look nice a little bit. How long to make that? Probably like a couple hours. Wasn't crazy. And then this is adding the element to the thing. This Twitch tracker button. I actually have no idea what this does. It's something to do with the tracker button. It's something to do with I don't know, a pen child tracker button. So something that I don't know why it checks if the tracker button and then added, I don't know. And then but there's probably a reason for that. Like if it did that, probably it'll break. And then same thing with the links button div. And then the other one is following check. And so then this is like the same thing, but for small names. So if it's like a big title name, like under a stream or something, then it does the title following text. And then if it's the small following text, then it does the small following text. So it makes it smaller, so it looks nicer. And then hold on, let me go back through the thing. And then tracker button check this. Button if Twitch back blah, blah, blah. Oh, I think I remember. Okay, so the thing with the extension, when I first made it, it was a lot simpler, but I realized I did it wrong because Twitch doesn't necessarily refresh the whole page when you go on a new streamer. So sometimes you go on a streamer and it would add the Twitch tracker button and their socials and stuff, and then you go on another streamer and with the old code, it would keep the old the streamer you had just been on's tracker and their socials and stuff because it didn't refresh the page. And so I was working with the assumption that Twitch refreshed the page, and so this would run on every refresh. Oh no, the other thing would run on every refresh. So this, it basically checks if the Twitch tracker button is still the owner of the Twitch page, and if it isn't, then it will remove it and then obviously create tracker button and recreate it, because then it would be wrong. And I'm pretty sure it's the same with the link buttons as well. This is, again, it's just like, finding some random obfuscated thing so that I can set, if it's that, then set the display of it, the style. Oh, whoops. And then this is, oh yeah, for links. I made it so it only does some links. So X or Twitter or Blue Sky or YouTube or TikTok or Discord. And then if it has anything else, then I just skip it because I don't care about anything else. Because I think sometimes you can put like, yeah, you can put like random links. Like I have my throne, but for me, it doesn't show my throne in the buttons because I don't care about someone's throne. And then it's usually always in this order. So always X and Twitter will go first, and then Blue Sky, and then YouTube, and then TikTok, and then Discord. And this is like the order that I just set because I'm mostly interested in someone's Twitter first or their Blue Sky, and then it's their YouTube, and then TikTok, and then Discord. Obviously, Discord, I never really use someone's Discord button. It's kind of just there because whatever. What if they don't have any of them? Then nothing shows up. What's up, Krusty Colin? Oh yeah, and I also have buttons. I have the images for all of the buttons. So yeah. And so the reason I did it for a for loop like this is because you can have multiple, like you can have multiple YouTube channels linked, for example. And so it goes through all the links, checks which one it is, and then adds the link and the name, and the image. Drink, I'll drink. Let's see. This is create tracker button. This is just creating the tracker button. Create element. Yeah, they're all links. So that's the A is it's a link. Yeah, and it's literally like Twitch tracker. The way it works is it's really handy. It's like if you want to find someone's Twitch tracker, you do twitchtracker.com/ and then their Twitch username. And so all I need to do is take the user's Twitch handle, Twitch address or whatever, and just replace twitch.tv with twitchtracker.com, and that's how I get the tracker. And then I put the button there. And then it's the same for the window name title to make it look nice. So there's the see-through background, so I need to change that. Oh, and I also made it so that there's hovering things. So it changes the color if it's hovered over or unhovered. And that's pretty much it, I think. That's all it needs to do what I'm doing with it. So yeah, this is all just like, yeah, I explained that. Oh, and I've added it to the Raid browser search because I was annoyed that it wasn't showing. I wanted to see if people I was following, if people followed me when I was going to raid them, because then obviously I can bias my raid towards them. And in the main search as well. So if I search someone's name, I think stupid. No. Oh, it might be. So yeah. So if Twitch adds an update, then there's a good chance that this kind of breaks because then they change the obfuscation of whatever, or this or that, blah blah blah, and so this doesn't work right now, which is annoying. And so that's the other thing. I'd have to constantly update it. Like this doesn't even fully work for me right now. Yeah, and so this I think is kind of dirty the way I do this. This could be done better, I think. Yeah, I have the function, and I just run the function for all of these. So these are all the title names, and then these are all the small names, and then these are also small names, but they're both search things, so I separated them, and all in one file. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yeah, it's 296 lines of code. Yeah. We're told in school to use many files. Judge Yoda's code next. No, yeah, it definitely it's good, but like, I think this is actually an example of something where you do use one file. What would I split those files into? I split the functions up pretty well. I'm also not sure. Can you use? It kind of. I think for a Chrome extension, it's a little bit different. I think Chrome extension typically uses one script per site, kind of thing. I'm leaving stream to do the forbidden thing. Showering. Yeah, kill this guy. Wouldn't be necessary. The fact you split the functions is a really good thing. I can show you guys a little bit of fries. Oh. Fries is a little bit crazy. I actually don't know if fries would be considered clean or not. So I could explain to you guys a little bit of fries. Cause he's a much bigger project. And I definitely have multiple phones. I'm gonna be listening to you yap about your code. It's interesting to hear you set up your code though. Okay, so fries starts in index, and it's a very basic. It just sets this thing for the fonts for the canvas thing. And that's what the like the F profile thing does in the leaderboard thing. You said the Twitch stats on the other side. Oh yeah, I thought it did. Sorry. Does it resets? That's weird. Yeah. Yeah, and then it grabs the Discord client and Twitch client and then runs them, and that's it. So for Discord, there's a lot going on in Discord. At the moment, this is. Hold on, wait. Let me start from the top. Actually, quite simple. Just grabbing the. These are like the permission stuff, basically. For the client, all basic. This is the config. So I can set like just stuff. It's kind of set variables kind of thing. Like the prefix or whatever for commands. And then this is how I do the events and stuff. So I run a for loop in the Discord events directory, and I add all of the events to a map, and then I go through the map again, and I check if the specific event has already been added to the client or not, and if it hasn't, then add the event. If it has, then don't add the event, but add the actual function to it, so I don't get duplicate events. I have a bunch of different Discord events that are like the message create thing, but there's only one message create event throughout the client, and it just runs all the different files. It's happened manually or every time Fries restarts. This happens every time Fries restarts. I could make it so that it would load and unload stuff. I've kind of just made it a restart system, which I prefer, I'd say. I'm working on a thing to understand when Fries disconnects. So if Fries disconnects, then I can check. So I've got like a log on my Fries logs. This kind of works, but there's other ways that he can disconnect for some reason. I'm not sure what they are. I can only find out by having him disconnect or reconnect. And this is like I'm planning to move this into the own files. I'm just working on it here now before I move it because it's not done. And so if my Wi-Fi goes out and comes back on, this should log the reconnect. But for some reason he can disconnect for other reasons as well. I don't know actually. We'll have to see. I don't know. And this is getting the downtime. I track the last time that Fries received the packet from Discord, so that when he disconnects, I can tell myself when the last time he got. I think it was. You're running Fries on another PC, yeah. Just running the npm start. I'm not npm start. It's a package called pm2, and pm2 tries to run it indefinitely, even if my computer restarts. And so that's why I'm tracking when he goes offline, so that if PM2 restarts it, I still see when he goes offline. And this is the reconnect thing. So if I turned off the Wi-Fi for that computer right now, and then I turned it back on, this would send into the Discord thing with the last time he got a packet here, and how long he thinks he's been disconnected for versus the packet, and how long the downtime is from the last packet. Yeah. Yeah. What did I change in here? Oh yeah. Save. This is Global's thing. I'm working with a message cache thing right now to see, because Discord doesn't necessarily cache messages all the time, so I'm caching messages myself so that I can access them mostly whenever I want. And I'm also working on rewriting the user stuff so that I don't need to keep reading and writing. So the thing. Drink, I'll drink. And then yeah, from there it's just I've got my data files, which is just stuff. So there's my config, the Karuta wishlist, which some of you guys probably wouldn't care about. This is not completely clean. I would want to do this in a different way, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck because it works for the size of the bot right now. So global is part of the refactor. Yeah, a little bit. This is the Twitch filter. I'm not gonna open that. It doesn't really. I have nothing in there really. The ticket count is just a basic. It's just a number. It counts how many tickets have happened. So I don't know how many tickets have happened. Badges. This is the different badges. They're just objects. JSON. And this is the role messages. So I've got like a single, instead of having them hard coded, I just add the ID of a message in here. And then I put what emoji they on and what role they give. And then it just works automatically. So I don't need to hard code what emojis do what on which message. I just write the message, put the thing here, and then brilliant. I don't have all the members stuff here because that's on. I don't need the database here. I also don't need it going through GitHub every time. This is the fonts. This is just, yeah, whatever. Text files. Oh, wait. Oh. I guess, yeah, I just found that right now. I guess I've got the ticket count in here and I've got it in here, but I think only this one is being used. Brilliant. I'm an excellent programmer. It's not duplicate code. I don't even know why I have data files and text files. That makes no sense. I should probably just move it into data files. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why I did that. Now Discord events. Discord events. I don't know. From there, it's just like, I don't even know. Yeah, I've got, so the loop in the Discord client goes through all the folders in Discord events, and in all the folders there's the different JS things, and so then it will run those. Show me what you plan on implementing again. So that's the thing, right? As of at the moment, it's all in one file. So this is where I need to do some refactoring because this is doing writing stuff, reading and writing. I wanted to keep it all in the same place because you can't have the program reading and writing the same place. But I would say that it's decently clean for what it is at the moment. And so the refactoring is going to be really simple. I just need to separate it into files. This is a 984 line JS file. 984. Yeah. But I already do a bit of stuff, so there's a lot of get config I actually don't think I need at all. Yeah. I don't use get config, so I don't know why it's there. That was back before I was passing the config through the thing. Gang, never do this. I mean, this worked for me, right? It gets me doing stuff good and easy and quick. And then I also know how to set things up in a way that makes it all refactor. This is all easily refactorable. So let me show you how it works. Okay, really simple. So message create, you know, obviously get the message. It checks if the message is from my server because my bot is in other servers and I don't want to be doing that for everyone. It gets the member ID quickly. It checks if the file exists, and if it doesn't, it creates the file. Simple. And then it gets the data from it, which not the most efficient way because if I create the file, I don't need to read it, but whatever, literally doesn't matter. It's just it looks interesting. Shut the fuck up. And then here's something I do. I don't know why I haven't refactored this. I've decided to go with a camel case recently, and so I've been changing that. So what I do here is I only write the data if the data has changed. And so sometimes the data doesn't change, and so I don't write it. And so I'd say that's pretty good, which is fine. Here's where I need to do some changing of stuff. I've worked with a system that passes the data through it. So I get data by running data through a function and returning it back into data, and then data running data through a function, returning back into data, data running into function, returning back into data, and then if it's a command, data running into a function that returns back into data. Simple, just XP is right here. If it's level 99, then just cap it, whatever. This is the code for XP. It checks. It gets the date for the last message sent. Is it? No. This is named weird. I don't know why it's named like that. This is the last message sent within a minute, right? And if that is over a minute, then add XP. So you can't get XP by spamming messages. You only get 1 XP per minute. It's pretty simple. You add XP by 1, and then if that happens, then the last message date is now. New date. Yeah, so this only will run every minute. And then level, again, it's pretty simple. Just gets the target XP, and then it sets the target XP with a switch. So because the target XP works off of multiplication, I need to make it so that 0 is 10. So it's just the base number, so that if someone's level 0, then they need 10 XP for the target XP. If it's 99, then just return because there's got to be no leveling up. And then the default is to do data level times 10. So that's how it works. If you're level 10, it takes 100 XP to get to level 11. Which is like, I don't know. I just kind of came up with that. It's whatever. This data XP is bigger or equal to target XP. and I'm not ignoring them from the leaderboard. So yeah, there's some. So for example, I'm ignored from the leaderboard so that I don't appear on the leaderboard. 1 XP per minute, 1 XP per minute that you send a message. So if you send a message, this will run. And if your message was longer than a minute from your last message that was saved, then you get XP. So if you're typing for 10 minutes and you're speaking for 10 consecutive minutes, you will only get 10 XP. And then this is just the level up thing. If I'm not excluding them from the leaderboard and the data is equal to or bigger than target XP, then set level more than 1. This could be just plus equals. I don't know why it's like that. This could be minus equals. Fuck am I doing? Is it? Yeah. And then the thing I do is that I don't reset the XP back to 0. I just minus the target XP. So this works, for example, if I was to set someone's XP. So if you're like level 1, you need 10 XP to get to level 2. If I give you 100 XP, you send a message and then level up to level 2. And then you send a message, level up to level 3. Send a message, level up to level 4. Blah blah blah. So I can give you more XP to level up. Blah blah. I've never really needed to do that. And then this is just the level up message, which is using the old way of sending embeds, which I just haven't changed yet because I don't give a fuck. And it's just basic leveling up thing. I added this recently so that you can see how many fries box you got. Brilliant. And then it returns the data. And then is trusted is really simple. It just checks if you have the trusted role, and if it is, it just sets the data to true or false. Yeah. Do trusted get more XP? No, they do not. And then the command stuff. So this is the part that I actually want to change. So I think the XP level and is trusted can all stay in this file because it's like quite simple and small. The command stuff is where it starts to get big because there's a lot of commands at the moment. Right, this is all stuff I want to split into other files. Maybe no, yeah, probably all of them. And this is where stuff gets a little bit fucked up with clean, but it's all like pretty clean, right? So stuff like badge, profile, and leaderboard, they don't actually change the data, so they don't need to. Actually, no, badge does for some reason. Oh yeah, because it checks the badges. If you ever use the badge command, it checks the badges. Commands another, yeah. But like at that point, I might as well just have all of that, like, because then it's just another file for nothing. You know, it's just importing another file for nothing. I might as well keep XP and level in here and the trusted thing because it's all like simple stuff. The commands, it would be nice because the commands are getting really big. And so badge, this is just for sending your badge. No one fucking uses it. Profile, this is where it gets a bit fucked up because the profile is about, it's all rendering logic. So this is well, almost all of it. This is about checking. If you just do F profile, then it's about you. If you mention someone, then it's about that person that you're mentioning. And then it gets the member ID if it exists. This is just in case you do it for the person. If you do it for someone that doesn't have a file yet, which I want to make this part into its own function because I use this a lot. This is kind of repeated code a little bit because when I first started doing this, this was the only time this and the leaderboard. No, just this was when I first did this. But yeah, I want to make this its own function. And then this is the React loading fries because this is a long fucking thing. It takes a while. I need to read the data just in case it's a new person, which not super efficient, but it works. Whatever. It checks their badges. And then it checks if they're top. Data the badges includes top. Yeah, I think so. If it ignores them, case top equals true. Top equals true. Yeah. So I don't need to have the top badge for me to be top. Validation. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I make a file that checks if the person is running the command for themselves or if it's running it for another person. And then this is all canvas code. Like this is just, I'm not gonna explain all this. It's literally just me spending time. Um, Holy shit! I didn't refactor this. Yeah. You know, just the name stuff. I just put what is allowed to be in someone's name. I wondered how you made the profile images. It's a package that handles all the canvas stuff for me, and it just has its own like image rendering and text rendering and stuff, and I do all that. Um, I have it, and this you can tell that it's not clean code because I started doing comments. So obviously this is not clear that it's someone's name, other than maybe name text, name XP shadow, empty XP. For the bar, XP bar fill. Yeah, the glow. If they're top, then they get the glow. Which the glow is literally just it's literally just an image. Yeah. So it's not like anything special. Code with good comments is not good code. Yeah, no. And so that's the thing is that rendering logic like this, like I just kind of went fuck it. I don't really care. It's fine. But you can clearly tell that I went through the entire thing recently trying to refactor all of this to camel case because for some reason I went for snake case when I first made it and changed my mind later, and so I had like different things and that was annoying. Yeah, this is just all rendering stuff. Rank. And then this is just for like in the case that it's me or fries, then do something else. And then I've got my special effects thing. And then when I send it, I unreact. I'm a camel caser as well. I actually don't like camel case, but I looked it up and JS is typically used with camel case, so that's why I'm using it. I prefer snake case because it's easier to read in my head, but see, look. Unreact load. Oh, it is. You're right. I mean, at least I was consistent with it because it works. Damn, that's crazy. How many times do I use it? Nice. You actually got that. Cool. And then the leaderboard is literally the same thing, but with getting the top 10 members. This is terrible. This is terrible because this is the only reason why I want to use a database. It's because I loop through all of the files and I check who's at the top. A database would do that a lot quicker. Can I go to sleep? No. I'll probably be ending soon anyway, so don't worry about it. Yeah, so this is kind of slow. If I had more people in the server, this would be more noticeable. And that's why I'm not changing it at the moment because it's fine for now. What database are you thinking about? SQLite. It's simple. It's one file. It's easy. Look at me with my fucking snake case. Oh shit. Dude. Lock the freaky deaky in, bro. Using SQL Server Management Studio. Oh. Whatever that is. Oh. Glow file. Yeah, same thing. And it's literally just the same thing, but for um but for the leaderboard. Rank number. Oh. It's just for the switch function. Switch. Yeah. Display name. I think is for the leaderboard. I don't know why I use it for the leaderboard and not. Yeah, I use it for the leaderboard and not the profile. Probably because they have different font sizes. Check badges is just checking the badges. Which I also don't really like this. So what I have, I don't know if I explained, I have the badges, and the badges, they're objects, and I have different things for it. So for example, I have, this is me, this is the badge that I have, and it has an ID, and this is my user ID. And so in the member file, if if it has an ID, then just check if the member is the ID, and if it has, it's true. If it's role, like mod, the role is the role ID, then role, and then if top, then check if they're at the top. I don't know about the badges because I don't even know if I want to use them in the future. Leaderboard.js separate file. No, yeah, I'm gonna make all of these separate files. All the commands are gonna be separate files, obviously, of course. Profile picture, that's for the leaderboard. Rounded, that's more rendering stuff. Twitch, this is for the Twitch link. It's quite simple. It just writes the thingy to the file. Delete mod, no one has it. That's true. Yeah. And then this is when we start getting to the new stuff that I've just added. And so this is the stuff that I want to add to a separate function to check if I'm. This is for, like, I check if someone's written their name or if they've added them. And also if they've put everyone, and they check if it's me, and if it's me, then do it. If not, then can't give something to everyone. You might rename that. Why? It's the give command. I'm probably gonna make a file that says give.js. This gets the argument of the item. It checks if they have the item in their inventory or if they are me. Put it in a separate file. You keep telling me to put it in a separate file, but I'm gonna do that. Don't worry, gang. Everything in here is gonna be in separate files. Don't worry. This is all soon to be refactored. Yeah, I guess the target. If they don't exist, then create them. Target. Blah blah blah. This doesn't actually need to exist anymore because I made a fix for that, I think. Yeah, I made a fix for that. Inventory push item. It just gives them the item. And if they're not me, then remove the item from the person that's giving it. Obviously, I have infinite items. And then say that you gave the item to the person else. Yeah, this loops. This is if it's everyone, then give it to everyone. I love separate files, clean code. Yeah, obviously. I mean, if you look at the rest of my stuff, it's all separate files. Everything is a separate file. Separate files is definitely good. The only reason I did it like this is because originally I just wanted to avoid writing in different files because writing in different files is bad practice. That's why I was doing that. And then all that. If you don't have the item, then you don't have the item, and then return the data. Use is essentially the same as give, but it doesn't give it to anyone. If it doesn't do anything, doesn't do anything. I need to make this. I need to find a good way to do this. It just checks what the item is, and if the item is in this, then it returns a function, and the function does something. I don't know how. I'm probably just gonna make this itself a separate file, and just have item handlers handle everything. And I'm gonna merge item handlers and item icons so that I don't need to worry about having two different things. But yeah, this is how the icons work. So if I wanted to add like, you know, your thing, I would just do pile of shit and then put the shit emoji like that. Bam. Now you have an icon. Separate file, genius. Yeah. Um. Do the drugs as well. Voila. Excellent. The only one interesting here, I mean, pay and tax is the same thing, just for taking or giving money. Except tax can only be run by me. People who aren't me can't pay everyone. I could probably merge pay and tax a little bit. Tax, yeah, is pretty simple. Basic stuff, basic stuff. This doesn't need to exist anymore. And it probably exists in the pay as well. Yeah. So I created a fix for that earlier. The stealing one is, I just added being stolen from 5 days ago, apparently. And the being, this is just, it's just lists arrays of people stealing and being stolen from, so that people who are stealing can't steal, people being stolen from can't be stolen from while they're being whatever. And this is pretty simple. It's just doing all the cases and stuff that are possible, the amounts, checking if the amount is reasonable and whatever. This is just the time to respond stuff, and then this starts the stealing. And Discord has a thing for waiting for messages, so I just set how long I'll wait for a message, and then if I get that message in time, based on the filters, then nothing was stolen, and then remove them from the being stolen from index, and remove the stealing index from the person who was stealing. And if they don't, then rob them. This doesn't need to exist. Being F instead of slash. Slash commands are completely different. And so I'm just using message create. And then message create is message.content.starts with config.prefix. Then run the command, and then in here it checks what the command is. So if I go to like give, then replace config.prefix was give, and then split it. Yeah. I think I can show you the config. I'm hoping I can. Yeah. The config is quite simple. It's just where I put everything that I use throughout Fries. So obviously, like the ID of my server, my ID, the embed color of Fries, which is yellow, the welcome category, rules channel, Fries role, Fries ID, staff role, base role, which is the Calico role, trusted role, all notice role, Twitch notice role, notification channel, everyone role. This is the Twitch users path, helper path, which doesn't exist anymore. So I can delete that. Because I don't really I'm gonna remake that, but not anytime soon. And then this are all the things I'm ignoring, which is like all the bots that are in my server, and me and Fries. And then this is the prefix, which is F space. So all Fries commands are Fs and space. Twitch prefix is exclamation mark, and that's just because I don't know why, but on Twitch it feels weird to do F space. This is the join channel, and these are the different possible join messages. This is kind of funny. I don't know if any of you guys have realized that I put like some kind of Easter eggs in here. I just kind of wrote random shit. So that, oh my gosh, what's up, user? And then user is obviously replaced with the thing. Big freaking welcome, user. What's poppin', user? Hello, user. Welcome to Fortnite. Hi, 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 user. Good evening, user. Good morning, user. Welcome to the freaking server, user. Holy moly, welcome, welcome, user. What's good, user? User, hi, user, it's time to get silly. Welcome to the Calc Live server, user. User joined the battle. Wave, user, hola, user, bonjour, user, hello, user. User crashed into the server. User danced into the server. User silly billied their way into the server. User has been welcomed. User is here. Everyone be nice. Holy moly, is that a user? What is up, gamer? User. User got lost and ended up in Count Live's Discord server. User fell into the server. User joined the server. It fills you with determination. User teleported into the server. User ran into the server. User got slapped into the server. User used confusion. It's super effective. User is thinking with portals. User is waiting for Half-Life 3. User should have picked Mercy. User rolled into the server. User emoted the way into the server. User hi, user. This is the log stuff. Ticket stuff. This is for the text, the reading text from Karuta drops. And this is all the Karuta info, all the different Karuta stuff. Yeah. And that's pretty much it for this file. Oh yeah, this is the inventory, which is just the embed. Honestly, this is definitely also temporary because it does not take into account how many items the person has. And I know only one item exists. Well, I guess 3 now. 3 items exist currently. So I don't know why this doesn't have a semicolon. And so if someone had too many items, it would not. This would not work because there's only a certain amount of characters you can put into an embed. Well, you'll have to find a way to exclude most of these IDs and make them variable to other servers. Yeah, so my bot right now is completely unable to run in other servers, and so I plan to, if I was to make Fries public, I would keep all this and then make a separate version of Fries that runs within here, like probably a different folder that that has all of the Fries running. Because I wouldn't want this stuff running on other people's servers. You know, this is all like custom to me. This is all stuff that I want. If I wanted to make Fries workable for anyone, I'd have to do a lot of work. Well, not a lot of work, but like I'd have to change some stuff. Yeah. The other thing as well is that most Discord bots have like UI and a website and stuff, which I don't have. So that's the main reason why I'm not making Fries public, because I'm not bothered to make the UI and the website hosting and all that stuff. I have to put more stuff into that .env file. Yeah. There's actually nothing in that .env file right now. Pay, tax, yeah. And then yeah, that's it. So I definitely need to refactor all this. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna add a couple more stuff and then refactor it. Yeah, that's it for the member file. What about your bot token? Well, I mean nothing in here because this is not my. It's not the computer the bot is running on, so there's nothing in there because there doesn't need to be. But on the computer that it's on, because .envs are not included in the commits, so I don't want anything in there. And then the rest of this is just it's just basic stuff, logging stuff, commands that only I can run. Ticket stuff, the server entrance stuff. This is not super clean. Yeah, so this is like, it's hard coded to be my server, yeah. I have I like the server join buttons, kind of. No, I lied. Oh, no, I do. No, yeah, because I have, this is kind of, I don't know if this is smart or not, but you can give IDs to the buttons on bots. And so I just set the custom ID to roll underscore and then the roll ID. And then I made it so that when you click a button and it has an ID that has roll in it, then just remove this and then add the roll. And this is ticket stuff. Yeah, all simple. And then I've got all of that, but for Twitch. But there isn't a lot on the Twitch. Gambling. You guys saw me do this on stream. I don't know how long. I'm gonna have to redo pretty much all of this because I want it to be connected to Twitch. I'm gonna have a way to do that. I just need to do that. I have another member file for Twitch, which is a lot smaller because it's just the XP stuff if someone is connected. And so if you are connected with the fries thing, then you can level up on Twitch, which I don't know if a lot of people are. I could probably merge this and the other member file so that it is not. This is literally just copy pasted code. Miscellaneous. This is the clipping, the different responses that can happen. People that are banned from clipping. Greg was literally like spamming clip when I first made it, so I just banned her. Clip actually works. Yeah. What do you mean? Clip has worked for ages. Filter. This is basic filter. This is the follow age. Hug, kiss, love test. Lurk. Lurk is literally just responding to it. It's just simple. Slap. Socials. Oh yeah, this is the different commands. So all the different commands for my socials are in one file. So Discord, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and tipping. Spooky Lurk is the same thing. I don't know why I return after I say it. I have no idea why I return after I say it. This is a test. And unlocking. Why are you critiquing my code? I know what I'm doing, gang. Utils, this is just all stuff like that I use frequently. So like the member file. Like I do a lot of reading and writing, and so I have the actual reading and writing in here, and then I just do reading and writing and converting to JSON is in here, and so I don't need to worry about converting to JSON or to string before writing it or whatever. I just give the data to this file and it writes it for me, and the member ID. This is React confirm because I don't want to have to get this emoji every time I want to do it, so I just have the React confirm here, and then it's just It's there. Same with React deny. Same with React loading fries and unloading fries. Yeah, this just removes the. Yeah. Check if top gets the leaderboard. This is Twitch API stuff. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna add a lot more stuff in here. And that's pretty much it. I've got a lot of work to do. I've got a lot more stuff I want to add. That's what I'm saying. What do you mean that's what you're saying? Way more experience than I. Oh, yeah, because you just said it as well. Yeah. But that's it. Thanks for coming to my fries showing off thing. That was super interesting. Well, you're welcome. Could definitely be a lot better. It's gonna be a lot better. You destroyed my mind. You're welcome. I'm quite good at that. That being said, though, chat, I think that's gonna be it from me today. We'll be streaming for 2 hours and 90 minutes and 9 seconds. I seem to have bored half my chat to death, unfortunately. And that's why I don't do dev streams. If you ever wonder why, just look back at this stream, you know? I was averaging maybe 20. Now I'm at 10. But yeah. Anyway, love you guys. It was good to come back. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. I'm not going to be rating anyone today. I miss you guys. I'm going to try and stream as much as I can in the next coming weeks and months. But yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the Discord. See you guys tomorrow, probably. Make sure to vote on that stream poll. But yeah, have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. 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 Yoda, if you have any